Actually, I know more than one thing, but there's one thing I must make very clear. I have the knife. Do you have any questions? Yes, what are you going to do with the knife? I have the knife. That's what matters. Now, what I want from you is some answers. Answers? Yes, answers. Well, don't you have to ask questions first? I'm going to ask questions. You just make sure you give me some answers. Well, as soon as you ask the question, we'll give it a go. All right, where were you yesterday at 4 o'clock? The same place I was at 3:59. That sounds a bit like sarcasm. No, not at all. I mean, because I could have left at 3:59 and went somewhere completely different, but I didn't. So where were you yesterday afternoon? We need to know. It's really important. Well, of course it is. You got a knife to my throat. I assume it's important. You're very difficult, you know that. Thank you. No, that's not a compliment. Not that kind of difficult. Although you too look like you could be difficult. Oh yes, I am difficult. That's not a good thing today. Today, I want you to be not difficult. I want you to answer my questions. Just answer them. Where were you yesterday? Because someone was murdered. Yeah. And you could have been the one that did it. I could have, but I didn't even know how to murder anyone. There's a million ways. Well, I wasn't there. I had an alibi. I didn't ask you about your love life. No, I said I have an alibi. That means an excuse. Okay, excuse to murder? No, excuse that I wasn't there when the murder happened. Well, then I guess you probably have to be there. I don't think you can do that indirectly. I'm quite sure you can't. I'll make the assumptions around here. Go right ahead. If you can't give me a good answer, I'm going to have to turn you in to the king. And you'll be charged with this murder, because we must have an answer. It's just the way it works. Okay, I was with a damsel. A damsel? Yes, a damsel. What exactly is a damsel? I was with someone. Well, you need to say so. Okay. I was with someone, and they can verify that I was with them. And I will find them for you. So is this some damsel in town? Yes. The damsel, the town damsel. She's cousins to a village idiot, but she's very good, and she's a very qualified damsel. Well, you know how damsels are. They don't always tell the truth. Well, this one does. Well, okay, I believe you.
Well, I believe you, but I'm not sure if that's enough, because you are a person of interest in this case. Oh, it's good to be interested. No, you're not interesting. You're a person of interest in the case. We believe you did it. Well, what makes you think that? You have motive, you have opportunity, and I think there's another one, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well, as a person of interest, I'm going to require you to dance like Fred Astaire to prove your innocence. Now, dance! So what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Well, I'm not the judge. I'm the constable. And I am interrogating you. And you have failed so far. You are the main person of interest in the case of murder that I'm here to investigate. You have a poor alibi, a damsel of ill repute, and I'm afraid that's not quite enough. Well, how do I know that he's even dead? I haven't seen him. Trust me, the murder occurred. The murder occurred, and the guy is dead, and we believe you did it. And so, my interrogation is about to come to an end. Are you going to come peacefully?
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. 무뎌져 버린 내 가슴이 뛰어. I'm going crazy. Yeah.
By order of His Majesty, I'm afraid you have failed my interrogation. I will have to take you in for murder. Capital murder. We frown on murder here. Well, certainly. So do I. I hope you find him. We have found him. You are the murderer. Now, let's move. Come with me. This interrogation may be recorded for training purposes. Now, well, now look what you've done. You've got an audience. Wow, very clever. I suppose you think that's going to get you off the hook, eh? Well, you see, it's not a popularity contest. I'm the constable, I work for the king, and you are the murderer, and I'm taking you in, and that's that. Do you understand? Now, I can go with brute force, I can use counterpunches, I can do all manner of attacks. I can break every bone in your body if I'd like. But I could just take you in peacefully. What do you think? Okay, well, you want to go the hard way. Well, go ahead and enjoy the fight, because it's not very pleasant in the dungeon. They don't even have music there. Listen to this. This is what the soundtrack sounds like in a king's dungeon. Take a listen.
I still show up on time. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah.
Now, as a subject of His Majesty, I assure you, the dungeon is of utmost standards. We are the highest quality, highest rated dungeon in the entire civilized world. Now, let's get all your valuables and pack them up and take you off to the king's dungeon. And remember, there's lots of bad music there, like this. Well, I mean, it's not really bad, but it's copyright free, that sort of thing. You get what you get. Anyway, of course, you get 2 squares, a hard, rather stiff cork, and you get this music, which I think is actually rather charming. Well, let's go, shall we? Counting down on the Dungeon Countdown. Here is the Dungeon Top 40. This is what your ears are going to hear for eternity. Enjoy.
I want nobody but you. I want nobody but you. I want nobody but you. I want nobody